Hello everyone, and this is Ailiroy from Retro Games Couple, again with another indie game that I got from Epic Games Store. This is a Strange Antiquities. It's a new game from Bad Viking after Strange Horticulture, which I played a while ago. This is the second game. It launched pretty recently, so it's quite new. So I would say let's start, see where this goes, how different it might be from Strange Horticulture or better. As a thaumaturgist apprentice, there is a lot to learn. Every object must be treated with care, and it is important to identify the harmful from the harmless, the potent from the mild. It was only supposed to be a temporary arrangement when Eli left the shop, Strange Antiquities, in my hands. None of us knew that by then the pendulum was already swinging with a terrible certainty that could not be stopped. The ravens were an omen, a circling unkindness of black wings and cheerless cries that seemed, even then, the signal to start of a rising dread. Day 1, Thursday. Let's see. So this is the shop. We already have a few items and some nice plants. A hidden compartment. It's raining outside. The music is nice. I really love how the music sounds. The piano. Oh! Another hidden compartment. Lots of pendants and some other stuff. Oh, I can move the candles. Nice. And I have a cat, like Strange Horticulture. Aww. I can pet you forever. A strange clock. Oh, coloring composition. I thought at first it was bone, but it is a fact clay, painted to look like bone. Dark blue-green gemstone. Sense of touch. Hard and somewhat rough. Cool and smooth. Nothing to remark for scent and sound, and it fills me with a sense of foreboding with the inner perception. So every item is like that, I guess. And we can put stuff here. What's that? A hidden compartment. I guess it's for later. And what's this? Oh, this reminds me, in the Strange Horticulture where we had some stuff that we could arrange for our tables. Oh, we have a magnifying glass because sometimes the letters are very, very small. Alright, so on thermic fields, all thermic fields produce a field of sorts. Although invisible to the naked eye, they can be observed by placing an object over a thermic lens. A diurnal field pattern is shown here. These fields are not fully understood despite attempts to study them over the years. So apparently this is a thaumaturgic table and symbols are missing. Oh, I can explore. And yeah, we're in Undermere 1868. Lots of places to go visit. I will put it here. Reminder, I've stored a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. And we have a few pendants here. I'll put it here with the other pendants. I'll put those together. I'll take this pendant too, put it here. Maybe I can categorize some of them. Like those that resemble animals could be here, for example. Some pendants could be here that have gemstones. Oh, this follows me. And the ones that look like they have bones, etc., they could be here. Stones could be here. The sound of the rain, so nice. I like arranging stuff. We have scales. Alright, so I think I'm ready for the first customer. Let me pet you one more time. Oh. So, Eli White. I've been called away to assist in an urgent matter in Ravenglass and must leave at once. I am leaving the shop in your care, with some reluctance, I might add. Make use of my reference materials. Here, take this. There is an index at the back that may be useful to you. If in doubt, study it carefully. And remember that there are some powerful artifacts here. Under no circumstances should you seek entry to any locked doors, drawers, or cupboards. In fact, safest not to touch anything at all. I should be back in a few days. How can I keep a shop if I don't touch anything? I guess he's just very, very, very cautious. And very, very scared. So, a couple of items in the cellar of the wine merchant next door. Let's see the map. Let's explore. So, let's see. Oh, strange horticulture. Let's visit them. This curious plant shop on the edge of town is a quiet haven away from the bustle of the center. Ordinarily, I'd be delighted to while away some time there, but I have important work to do. And yet, an hour later, I found myself leaving the shop with a potted palliance at a weight off my shoulders. I've been chatting with the proprietor about the similarities and differences between our two disciplines with a gently purring hellebore curled up in my lap. Oh, that's so sweet. A palliance. I think I remember in Strange Horticulture using the palliance. Where should I put it? You know what? I will put it here. I like looking at the plants. Let's explore some more. Let's see. The burrows, high green juts, heathwood. Undermere Station. Strange Antiquities. Here we are. 29. Here it is. So next door. What is next door? I guess it's this one. So the proprietor, a Mrs. Granmore, begrudgingly grants me access to the cellar when I explain that I'm from Strange Antiquities next door. Yes, well, take the lot of them out of here, would you? I can't say no to Eli after all is done for me, but I don't like the thought of those unnaturals in my cellar. Oh, so let's see what we got here. Nothing to remark in perception, strong odor, and when I shake it, it rattles. Green glass, cork, and the yellowed paper. Thomas Pope. Congratulations! Today's the day you meet the great Thomas Pope. That's me. I'm a man of two loves, fresh mountain air and a little wild dog called Hamish. But I reserve some room for laughter among friends and shops with cats in them. Oh, how sweet of you. If you would be so kind, I'm looking for a replacement for my hunter's spoon. So, a hunter's spoon. What could that be? So, we have a book here that might give us some extra insight. So, hunter's spoon. Oh, here it is. A hunter's spoon is a primitive item. They grant the power of the predator and has perception and agility. They are made from trophies taken from slain beasts, with those from the deadliest predators being the most prized. They are simple items without embellishment. So I am looking for something like a tooth, maybe. Like this one. It's a yellow-brown. Sense of touch. Smooth but with hard ridges. Nothing to remark on scent. It gives me a sensation of power. So maybe that's the one. I mean, it is a tooth. It has nothing else on it. So, the clues. I like how it shows you the clues of how you found it for future reference. So, this is a tiger's tooth, trophy from a predator. Also, on closer inspection, it gives a sensation of power. So, that's it. And we got some new pages for the book. We can add the labels here, yes. I've put the... Here is an option for auto-labeling. I have it on because it's too much fuss to just label it manually. Oh, you. Who's the cutest little cat? Jack Hungerford. Alright, the nights are drawing in again. Dark shadows hide dark deeds, or so my father always used to say. Seems like the shadows have grown darker since he passed 2 winters gone. A creeping dog has set up in my house. I'm told the Shadowhold will throw it out. Shadowhold. A shadowhold, or a shadic vessel, is a container of any kind, sometimes a jar, or a bottle, or some sort of a box. It can be used to contain an shadic spirit, the manifestation known as creeping dark, pulling it from the shadows like poison from a wound. They are decorated with an elaborate design called the Shadowcatcher. So that's the Shadowcatcher design. I mean, this has the design, nothing to remark. It's pungent. The markings have been carved in, it's hard and spongy. It's made of clay. Well, it is a bottle. And it has a shadow catcher symbol. Yeah, the item is a container. The design on the bottle is the same as the sketch. So yeah. More pages. Oh, yeah. The auto-labeling option here, yeah. Oh, I don't want to wake you up. I will always pet you before every customer. What's with all these ravens flying about under me today? I can't remember even seeing anything like it. Not a good day to be the sort who believes in dark omens. A letter for you. That's David Schaefer. He came to Strange Horticulture too. He is the delivery man, mailman. So we got a letter. We discovered some papers in a hidden desk drawer in the boatyard last night. Mr. Jones almost threw them in the fire pit, but I asked to take a look at them first. That man does like to burn things. They look old. Maybe there's nothing much of much use here, but I thought of you when I came across an entry on the Sheen. Charlie Weathers. The Sheen? What's the Sheen? Do we have anything on the Sheen? No, I don't see anything. So, what we have to do is actually going to the boatyard. So how do we do that? We explore. I like how we can explore whenever we want. Unlike the Strange Horticulture where you had to have the will to explore, now you can explore at will. I imagine, though, it's the same principle that if you go somewhere that you're not needed, or it's just walking around, you just have this sense of dread creeping up on you. So let's see. The boatyard. It's the number 8. Where's the number 8? Here. So unlike Strange Horticulture where we went around the area, the rural area and the surrounding areas and towns, and it's like a whole country was open to us, here we go around the city. We are bound to the city. So it's a different angle. So the boatyard. The yard has seen better days. A mess of broken and rotted timber covers most of the outer space that isn't taken up by upturned boats, slowly being claimed by the weeds. In the middle of all this, a man looks up from repairing a small rowing boat. "You must be from Strange Antiquities," he says with a smile. He takes me into the dilapidated office, where 2 metal buckets collect drips of brown water and a thin window panel rattles with every footstep. Window pane, maybe. I'm not sure. He pulls a sheaf of brown papers out of a desk drawer and places them gently in my hands. Oh, nice. Apparently as an afterthought, and somewhat reluctantly, the man gives me something else as I'm leaving. "I've no use for it," he says. "Don't even know what it's for." Oh. It's a totem-like thingy. It looks bronzy. I'll put that with the other bronzy stuff. Oh, the rain is so calming. Let's have the next one. Stanley Hume. I want an Ossic. That's a pleasing word to hold on the tongue. Ossic. That's the sound of the snakes, right? But let's put this in the archive. This too. Ossic. Let's make sure. Ossic ring. These somewhat macabre objects were originally made as offerings to the goddess Korhen, but the practice fell out of favor as belief waned. They are hard to come across now, but they are occasionally sought out for their ability to keep vermin at bay. Some say they can hear Korhen's unearthly hiss when they hold an Ossic ring up to the rear. So that she's a serpent goddess. She looks nice. Serpent goddesses are a very nice thing of the past. So, macabre object could be bones, I guess. This looks like a bone. That thing here looks like a bone. But nothing to remark on scent and sound. The bone here is the hunter's spoon. So, yeah, here is the other. Yeah, this looks like a. Oh! A soft sound, like a serpent's whisper, emanates from within. So yeah, I think that's the one. It has some evil quality to it. I do not like to hold it. It's hard and somewhat rough. And it's bone. Yellowed white. So yeah, it's a macabre object. It looks like a ring. And it has a hissing sound. And the clue says exactly that. Made of bone, this item satisfies the description macabre. Closer inspection confirms that a hissing noise can indeed be heard. More pages. Edmund Bishop. The behavior of these ravens is disturbing to say the least. As a rule, they only come together to feed. Ravens are omnivores, carrion eaters mostly. But they'll take anything they can get their talons to. And they'll kill if necessary. I didn't plan on dropping in today, but there's something happening out there, and I'd like to know what. A voice of Kernunos might help put me at ease, or it might do the opposite. The voice of Kernunos. Kernunos is a god, right? It's probably the only god I know of, but I don't know much about him. The voice of Kernunos. Kernunos? Not sure. The name voice of Kernunos is used to refer to any bronze torque that has certain imbued properties. With skill, such an item can be used to read the patterns of nature that are otherwise hidden to us. Cernunnos is a pagan god of the forest and nature, typically depicted as a man with the antlers of a stag, and often wearing or holding a torque. Cernunnos wearing his torque. Could this be the torque? I mean, he's holding a staff and a snake. This is, I don't know, belt? Yeah, that's a belt. So that's a torque, because those are bracelets. Well, this looks like the one in the picture. It's bronze. It's an uneven texture, yeah. Okay. Nothing to remark. So yeah, this looks like the one. This item is made of bronze. A similar looking item appears around the neck of Cernunnos in the sketch. So yeah, exactly what we were looking for. More pages. So, oh, that's the end of day. Let's see who we met today. We met... First is Ailiroy, the thaumaturge. Ailiroy is a thaumaturge, a collector and curator of powerful objects. Objects that to the untrained eye may appear dull and lifeless, but that in the right hands, and armed with the right knowledge, can be a gateway to so much more. For Ailiroy, the quest to unearth and understand each new object has been the driving force of his adult life. As owner of strange antiquities, Ailiroy is a stern master. He knows firsthand what can happen if the right precautions are not taken. He doesn't tend to so much emotion, but he does have a more tender side, a side that is mostly reserved for the store's cat, Jupiter. So the name is Jupiter! Oh, so cute. Here we have what he was talking about. Alright, so we also had the ornithologist Edmund Bishop. The 14th Lord of Cleiston Castle is a man of wealth and privilege, like the 13 before him. He is a man who would be easy to despise, as his father was, but he is well loved by those who know him. Now retired, he holds a professor of ancient languages at the University of Cambria, but his real passion is birds. His students learn to divert particularly dense lectures on Latin declension by asking about local species or by quizzing the professor on increasingly exotic bird calls. Edmund was only too happy to oblige, spending hours recounting stories of his adventures in Africa and New Zealand. Oh, and we have the Devourer of Souls, Jupiter. Jupiter is the thaumaturgist's cat, or more accurately, Eli is Jupiter's thaumaturgy. Jupiter found strange antiquities, perhaps drawn to the curiosities within, and made it its home. Eli was more than happy to accommodate him, but he learned early on that Jupiter was his own master. His business is his own, but it largely consists of regular naps, terrorizing rodents, and midnight exploration of Undermere and beyond. What he does on his own excursions is a mystery, but he seems to be well known among the town's residents. So pretty much everybody knows him in town, just like Hellebo. I think that's the end for today, little Jupiter. With your little eyes and you, oh, you're so cute. But let's end the day. Right, Jupiter? Let's close for today. End of day 1. The black mare thundered through the icy rain, shining wet in the silver moonlight. Her cloaked rider was exhausted, cold, and soaked to the bone. He knew he would not survive the night if he did not reach Backbarrow. Ah, Backbarrow. That's a place. That's the place that we had the sense of dread in Strange Horticulture. I remember that. Just like the Strange Horticulture, we have a side story here, probably for one of those characters that we're gonna meet. In Strange Horticulture, it was that strange witch, the masked woman. And now, this guy. We'll see who it is. Oh, you follow the dots. Okay. Instead of tarot cards. Shackles. An escaped prisoner ran northwest. He hid me in the first building he came to.